I didn't know I can draw this in just 5 minutes, only until I started self-learning animation last month and made these silly animations. I know they are not professional, but the point is to get started. Follow this video to draw your first animation or just watch to see how it's done. I'm using Toonsquid on iPad in this tutorial. You may use your own application and still follow my process. Now go ahead and create a file. Change the name and press create. Then you can select the brush. Pick the one you like to draw on the canvas. Before drawing the balls, we should have a ground for it to land on. You can hold your finger or pencil to make the line straight. Tap 2 fingers to undo and 3 fingers to redo. Now open the timeline. Pinch to zoom out the timeline to 2 seconds. Hold and drag the edge to extend the frame so that the ground stays when the ball is bouncing. Now you can draw the path of the ball. Click the background layer, then draw on the canvas to create a new layer. You're also gonna extend the frame because you need this as a guide to draw the ball. Now I'm using the selection tool to move the grid. I'm moving it closer to the ground. Go back to use the brush to finish off the path. Now I'm drawing the extreme point first, and the spacing is small because the ball is low at these points. Also notice the difference in spacing between these points. That reflects the speed of the ball. The next 2 paths are similar, but with a lower height, because energy is lost after each bounce. For the last 2 bounces, I'm putting much less frames because the timing error is much less. Now click the layer properties to lower the opacity of the path. This will make it less disturbing when drawing the balls. I'm also locking the layer to prevent accidental editing to the grid. Now we can finally start to draw the balls. Click the plus button to add a new layer. Use the brush. Zoom in the canvas a bit. Now you can draw your first ball. Make sure to turn on the onion skin to show nearby frames. Click the right arrow to go to the next frame. The ball should be squashed for this frame to set anticipation to jump. You can tap 2 fingers to undo and redraw the frame like what I'm doing now. One more thing to note is that the volume should be maintained even if it's squashed or stretched. Now I'm stretching the ball to show that it's moving up fast. For the next few frames, they are not stretched because the ball is moving slow when it's reaching the top. I'm also drawing more frames at the top because the ball is the slowest and stays for longer. When the ball falls down, it's moving fast and is stretched again. And when the ball hits the ground, the bottom part should be flattened by the impact, and then the whole ball is squashed. The next bounce is just similar, but notice how the volume drops when I'm drawing more frames. Try to avoid this. This is a common mistake beginners make, including me. Another thing you may notice is that there seems to be way too many frames at the top, which I actually do this on purpose to exaggerate the visual effect. A good thing in animation is that you don't always have to be exact, but you still have to be consistent. Just like how I'm making the ball less squashed in this bounce. Also after each bounce, the ball will be gradually losing its height. You should also maintain the volume or the area of the object, which I didn't do well. And when I'm drawing the frames for this bounce, I actually drew 1 less frame at the top. Once again, it may not be exact, but it's showing that the ball is staying less time in the air. The key is to make the animation feel right, but make some difference to make it more interesting than the real life. For the last 2 bounces, I'm drawing the ball even less squashed and draw much fewer frames. Notice when the ball hits the ground, I didn't even draw another frame for that. Cause the impact is so weak that it doesn't even need that much time to absorb the energy. The ball at the final jump doesn't even look squashed. Finally, before the ball comes to a stop, I do an ease out to make the ending smoother. And that's it. Doesn't even need 5 minutes. Now go and click the last frame on the timeline. Hit the play button to see the ball bouncing. It's not perfect, but it's a good start. You may also go and hide the grid to see the ball bouncing more clearly. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I'll be sharing my knowledge and progress in this channel. Subscribe to learn with me.